You are listening to your new Puppies podcast, starting you and your dog off on the right paw. Here's your host, Debbie Salento.
Hello, and welcome to episode 106 of your new Puppies podcast. I'm Debbie, and today I'm going to give you 3 ways to upgrade your walk. Now, when I say upgrade, I don't mean that we're going to add more time or more distance or make it a whole production. That's the beauty of this. What I want to do is we're going to take the walks you're already doing, whether it's your potty breaks, your daily exercise, just getting out of the house, and we're going to make them more enriching and more effective in burning that mental and physical energy, which means you get an even calmer and more relaxed dog when you get home. Because that is the ultimate goal for most of us, right? And I thought this would be a perfect time for this episode because it's gotten cold out there for a lot of us. And this is right when you want to skip one of those walks or cut it a little short to get back inside. And even if you are in a warmer climate, you probably have the same problem, but in the summer when it's too hot to be out for any long period of time. I mean, at the end of the day, these ideas are going to work year round, whether it's your life's busy or your dog has reached adolescence and all of a sudden has this massive amount of energy. Or maybe the walks are just starting to feel like a chore and we got to breathe some new life into it. And the best part is this isn't going to take any extra time or training on your part. So let's dive in. The first one is a snuffle walk. In other words, just let them sniff. This one's my favorite because it's so simple, but it's so powerful. And we always underestimate how powerful this can be. In fact, it takes a lot of convincing of my clients where I'm just like, just try it and you're going to see. And they always are amazed on how effective it is. So essentially, instead of going for distance and going out for a walk and being like, okay, we have to be out here for a half an hour. I want to go 2 miles, like whatever it is. You just let your dog sniff everything and you don't worry about a perfect walk. And let them explore, let them kind of lead the way. This exploration and being able to use their nose is so incredibly satisfying for a dog. It is what they are built to do. So it burns that mental energy because they get to explore, and it works their brain in a way that just walking straight down a sidewalk ever will. A 20-minute snuffle walk can be just as powerful as a 40-minute regular walk. Towards the end of my girl Mariah's time with us, she was riddled with arthritis, and this was the only kind of walk she got. And I never saw a difference from when we used to go for longer walks to when we only went out for short snuffle walks. Now, number 2 is the same idea, but doing it in a different way. And that's just bringing your dog somewhere new, whether it's just turning a different direction in your neighborhood or putting them in the car and taking them to a different neighborhood. And of course, any new park you could bring them to is always exciting for them. And it's the same idea where all of this new information, all of these new smells and sights and sounds are going to make the walk more exciting for your dog, more enriching for your dog, and therefore burn more physical and mental energy. Novelty is one of the best enrichment activities you can give your dog. I find this one especially useful during the winter when there's like a lot of salt on the roads, when it snows, or even in the summer when the pavement's hot. When you go to like a park, there's going to be more grass for them to walk on and less salt or hot pavement. And of course, you can combine the two, bring them to a new place and just let them explore. And number 3 is to train on your walk. Now, I'm not saying turn your entire walk into one big training session. And so I'm talking about like any skills or cues that your dog already knows, say in the house, start practicing on them on the walk. Now, the trainer in me loves this one because the best way to teach your dog to listen to different skills and different cues in all different environments is to practice it in these environments. So I talk a lot about this in How to Get Your Dog to Listen with Distractions, which is episode 57. I will link to it in the show notes. So with this one, you're going to be doing double duty. You're going to be burning that extra mental energy, and it's going to improve your dog's real life listening. You know, the more places that you practice their skills and their cues, the more they're going to generalize it in any environment. So I'm talking about, find a quiet spot, maybe a little off the beaten path to start with, and practice your sits and downs and stays. Practice attention, paying attention to you at any point during the walk. Add in a sit or a stay at every street corner. Possibilities are endless. But do keep in mind that just because they know something inside like solid, they're not going to be as solid in a new environment. So you might have to go back a little bit, like maybe, do some luring or use some treats. In fact, that's the best way to do it. Again, episode 57, I go into more detail with that. And that's it. Those are just 3 extremely simple ways to upgrade your walk. Whether you want to cut it a little short because the weather's not cooperating or life is busy, so you want to do more in less time, any one of these will work. Or if you just have a dog that needs a little extra help burning all of their adolescent energy, make these part of your daily life with your dog. So the 3 that I talked about, to quickly wrap up, is a snuffle walk. Allow them to sniff everything. Take them for a walk in a new place, new neighborhood, new park, whatever it is. And or add some training throughout your walk. Make them think a little extra while you're also exploring the neighborhood. You can try one of these, you can mix and match, and just take notice how your dog behaves when they come home, if it makes a difference. And that is all I have for you today. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, these are great, but I don't enjoy my walks at all because my dog's pulling, they're highly distractible, maybe they're even reactive, so you need extra help. I do have a program called Leash Manners 101, 3 weeks to a happier walk, that addresses all of these. I ran a beta version earlier in the year, and I'm going to be re-releasing it soon once I get it cleaned up a little bit. And it's designed to help you enjoy your walks so that you can actually use these ideas without making it more stressful. So if you want to get on the wait list so you know when it's ready, you can go to playtimepause.com/leash. That's LEASH. And that way you'll get an email the moment it's released. And as always, if you are enjoying this podcast, you can rate and review it, and that helps other dog owners find the podcast. I hope you are enjoying this holiday season. I'll speak with you soon. Bye for now.